Hey guys, I am Emily, and
I'm Serena.
And I have my friend here, and her name is Serena, and we're gonna be watching YouTube. Like, we're gonna be reacting to videos. Yeah. So, we're gonna do. What should we watch, guys?
Oh, and don't forget Amy's here.
Oh yeah, Amy's here.
Amy. I'm Amy.
Chloe. Stop. They already know. And Chloe's here. And Share My Story? Yeah, we should watch Share My Story. Share My Story. That's good. Okay, so this is my first video. This is our first video. Yeah. What should we watch?
I don't know.
Okay, this is
What should we do?
I Pet a Shark.
No, I've already watched it.
What'd you do with that package, Marissa?
It's in the hallway. Go get it.
I switched gender. Yeah, let's watch. I changed from a boy to a girl.
Hi, my name is Jamelia.
But that wasn't always the case. A few years ago, I was a completely different
Buster,
person.
stop it.
My name was Jamel, and I used to be a boy. Now I'm a woman, and I love myself. But back then, well, let's just say I was very confused and didn't quite know what I wanted to do with my life. Let me start at the very beginning. I was born the only brother in a big family. I had 4 older siblings, all of them girls. I didn't even get to really know my dad. He passed away when I was just 5 years old. I don't really remember much about him, so you can imagine I had lots of feminine influences in my life growing up. My sisters all had names that began with J. Yes, my parents were those kinds of people. Don't get me wrong, Mom was awesome, but I thought it was so cheesy. So we were Jasmine, Janice, Jennifer, June, and Jamel. Believe me, kids mocked us all the time in the neighborhood and at school. It was kind of silly, but Mom
This
thought
is
it
a
was
weird
so
family
cute.
that they have.
Like all of us had something in common. In case you are wondering,
Comment down below if
yes,
this is
my
weird.
mom's name begins with a J, and so did Dad's.
Well,
Judy and
for
Judy.
them, yeah.
I
For you
groaned
guys.
just thinking how cheesy this all sounds. Anyways, my life is a bit peculiar, if you want to know. Growing up with 4 older sisters was no walk in the park. Sure, they spoiled me rotten, but I was also basically their small doll. They put makeup on me and little dresses. They thought it was so funny, and whenever they had slumber parties, I was basically the cute little entertainment. I never had a father figure in my life, or any kind of masculine influence. Everything was girly stuff. What we ate, the games we played, what my sisters talked about, it was all girl-related. I ended up being stuck doing whatever my 4 older sisters wanted me to.
That seems
Since I
like
was the youngest,
really
I
boring
didn't
doing
really
the
get a
same
say.
things over
And
and
if
over.
we ever had a vote to decide anything, you can guess that I was always outnumbered.
Yeah.
So I just began adapting to what they liked to do, in order to be able to have some fun at all. They would convince my mom to keep my hair longish, so that they could comb it into pretty styles when we were at home. They would also test their makeup on me. When the older sister, Jasmine, went to beauty school, who do you think was her guinea pig? Me, of course. She would have me sit there for hours. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I kind of enjoyed it, actually. She was so delicate about it, and she talked to me and tell me all about her life. I felt she was so glamorous and cool. At school, I didn't really get along with guys my age, to be honest. They were all super into sports and things that I didn't think were too cool. I prefer hanging out with the girls instead, and I got along so well with them. I think that most, if not all of my friends were girls. I would also give them great fashion advice, and they would ask me what to wear before going on a date. Boys always wondered why I never hung out with them, or why I didn't play football during the recess. I preferred staying behind and playing with the girls or gossiping with them. No one really seemed to mind at first, but as I grew older, things seemed to change. Boys thought I was weird, and they'd mock me about being too feminine. They didn't understand why I always wanted to be surrounded by girls. Though my sisters had always applied makeup on me while we were inside our home,
That's so weird to give a boy makeup.
I started to paint my nails with my sister's polish and try different colors. It was so much fun, and I thought it looked so cute on me. I began wearing blush and eyeshadow when I went to school, and eventually, even lipstick. My
Oh
sisters
my
didn't
God.
see anything wrong with it. They had always been super supportive of me and my choices. They thought that if it was what I
My
liked,
girls.
then it was perfectly fine.
Put that stuff
The
away.
first time I did it, though, it wasn't so easy,
What?
I'll admit it.
We
I
can't.
was using a pretty pink nail polish and covered my hands with mittens. I thought everyone could notice, but I don't believe anyone really did. When I got home, one of my sisters saw me take off my gloves. I hid my hands in my pockets, thinking that she would call me weird. Instead, June hugged me tightly, and she told me I never had to hide who I really was. Later that night, she told the rest of our siblings about it. They were all so supportive, and it was then that I understood that I could be open about who I was around them. This confidence grew every passing day, until I decided I was brave enough to wear makeup and nail polish outdoors. Showing off my feminine side in public felt right. It felt like I had been hiding for far too long, and now I could finally let the whole world know who I was. People
Comment
stared
down
my way,
below
mostly guys.
if this
They
is
asked themselves
like,
what was going on with me. Sure,
Emily
I hung out
said
with
if this
girls,
is
that was
weird,
one
but
thing.
also
wearing
if this
makeup
is
and
cool.
painting my nails was so different from everything they had seen. We lived in a small town, and most guys were really manly. Everyone expected men to like football and beer, as well as get super bored when their girlfriends and wives went out shopping. But I loved shopping, and having my hair done sounded like a great plan for a lazy Sunday. So believe me when I say that a guy like me wasn't
I don't
well
like his
received.
face.
I had to deal
Or
with
his
a lot
hair.
of bullying at school.
I don't
and male
either.
students called me all kinds of nasty names. I won't repeat them here, but you can imagine what I'm speaking about. They told me that I was a girl and that I should begin
Oh,
acting like a
and
man.
remember to
The
subscribe
boys
to our
didn't wear
channel.
makeup,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
wear
remember
makeup,
that.
and if they ever
And
discovered
like
I
this
was actually
video
wearing girls'
if you
underwear
do like
under
it.
my
Click
pants,
that thumbs
I'm
up
sure they would have completely
button.
lost it. My sisters
you don't
told me
have
I
to
didn't
do
have
that
to let
stuff,
those cruel boys
but you
get to
can
me.
if you want.
If they
And
wanted
click
to
the bell
talk,
to get all
let
of our
them
new
talk.
videos.
No one
Yeah.
could make me
Hopefully
feel
we'll
bad
be
without
posting
my
a lot.
permission.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to ignore them, though. The jokes were so cruel and mean-spirited. They told me that because I hung out with girls so often, I was
I
turning
think
myself
this is
into one.
very
They also began
weird.
noticing that I never went on a date with any woman. All my female friends were just that, friends. I felt like a girl and wanted to become one. In order to be approved for the procedure, I needed to have several sessions with the shrink, and he needed to report that it was really in my best interest. My therapist explained that in order to be approved for the surgery, I had to spend a period of time actually living as a woman. That was when I began dressing as one 24/7. My sisters helped me buy pretty dresses and a wig. I felt so feminine. It was amazing. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was finally acting the way I was meant to. Plus, in the big city, people didn't seem to find me so strange. There, plenty of guys felt the way I
Yeah.
did and dressed like women just like I
He is
did.
weird.
It was such a relief to meet others that shared my questions and struggles. I wasn't romantically interested in any of them, so they began calling me other nasty names. To them, a guy who liked other men was disgusting. I didn't understand why they cared so much. It wasn't as if I was going to force them to go out with me or anything like that.
Who do you
Believe
like
me, the moment
Who
I
do you
saved up
like
enough
better?
money, I
Girls
could
or
have
boys
some-
or
I
both?
moved
Comment
to a
down
bigger
below.
city,
Both.
a place where guys
say
like me
both.
weren't so unusual. Two of my
Girls,
sisters lived
actually.
with me, and we rented an apartment together. It was so cool, and we had so much fun together. While I was at college, I began seeing a therapist in order to go through a gender reassignment surgery. The surgery was really expensive, but I had the full support of all my family. Mom paid for more than half of it, and I managed to complete the rest of the cost with my savings and gifts from my sisters. You can't imagine how much I loved them all right then. I wouldn't have been able to go through with it without their support. Not only financial aid, mind you, they were there for me every step of the way, and they gave me the strength to make hard life choices.
Is this even
A
possible?
year after the surgery,
I don't know.
I was able to legally change my name to Jamelia. I know that my mom would have never forgiven me if I took a name that didn't begin with a J. She was more than happy for me to become a girl, but family tradition couldn't be messed with. All my closest friends were there for me as well. Though the recovery period after the surgery was very painful, everyone helped me through it. They got me my meds and even cooked for me when I felt too weak to get out of bed. I consider myself fully a woman nowadays. My hair is long and I have a very curvaceous body. I'm dating this amazing guy. My mom absolutely loves him, not only because he's a sweetheart, but because, you guessed him, his name also starts with a J. He's called Jules. It sounds so strange, doesn't it? But he's the right guy for me. When he found out that I wasn't biologically born a girl, he didn't care at all. To him, I'm a woman now, and that's all that matters. I work as a makeup artist, just like Jasmine. She's taught me so much and helped me pay my way through beauty school. Lately, I've been considering if I should start a YouTube channel doing makeup tutorials, but I'm not too sure about it. I don't want to receive nasty comments in my feed, but at the same time, I feel like I can help a lot of people who have been in my same situation.
Okay,
So, what do you think?
bye guys. We're gonna finish this
Maybe you'll
video
end up
first.
doing
Yeah.
it if you think that I should.
I'll
Please
finish this video and then we're
tell
gonna
me
leave.
what I should do in the comments. I'm looking forward to your feedback. I'd also love to read if you've ever had to struggle with who you are and what
We
society
will
expects
see
from
you
you.
later.
It's not always
Remember
easy
to
opening up about
subscribe
our
and
true
like.
selves, but I
And
think
do
it's
everything that we
important
told you to
always
do
be
in this
honest and
video.